Okay, will this be Operation Dragon Tank 2.0? Let's find out. Fort Dragonfall. Oh, I guess we're just going to teleport right back to the Woods of the Forlorn then. Interesting. But it looks a lot lighter here. We must be on the edges. And I still wish that we also only teleported Takumi and Ryoma back here, not Hinoka, because apparently she doesn't really matter in terms of the whole story. Yes it did. We have the experience to show for it, and the memories of very, very weird, lopsided stat enemies.
Don't be fooled.
Yeah, well, it's almost as if you've been blessed by the Rainbow Sage. I wonder if you have been.
Listen.
Oh, yeah. I thought the other practical piece of advice was that he was going to die soon.
That's true.
And it takes us through a fort, which is probably going to be swarming with enemies. You know, I just had a sudden thought about who we might end up fighting here.
Understood.
I just thought of something. Okay, now we go to Fort Dragonfall. Here it is. The ominous fort that is built on the bones of an ancient dragon. Remind you of anything? Wonder if the map will be the same or different as the one back in Conquest.
Yes.
And it's probably the most guarded. You sure? The enclosed space didn't do me any favors last time. Well, in the other universe.
I see.
Oh, can't be surrounded by a large army. I beg to differ. Yeah. Kamui, yeah, you're a bit dense.
That's right.
Well, I mean, considering how many years dragons live for, that makes sense. Yeah. Wonder if they have the same kind of inspiration in Plegia. Then again, in Plegia, they actually worship that dragon they build their castle around, so it's a bit different.
Let's go!
Oh yeah, of course it appears to be unguarded. It's not going to be, isn't it? Oh, wow! This looks very different. Okay then, we've definitely got a different map on our hands. And that looks like either sand or acid. Oh, they probably did.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely a trap.
Huh? Steel yourself.
Oh, we're not going to be fighting here. Oh, we are.
No.
Oh no, don't tell me. Hi there!
Hello.
Yeah, you never had the element of surprise to begin with, you big unsubtle villain man.
You won't stop me!
And once again, it's just an illusion. Iago is basically Doctor Doom, and the fact that anytime you fight him, it's always a fake.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. What? No.
Oh. Oh, wow, really? It still has a digestive system? That's disturbing. Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Wait a minute. The dragon's coming back to life?
Let me explain.
Oh. That's not a good idea. Why don't you do that?
Truly.
Huh. Everyone is mean to you, Iago.
I won't allow it.
Huh. Is this a defense mission? Yeah, we just said before. Oh, that's why he said it's indestructible and that's going to be bad for us. Well, this sounds like it'll be an interesting chapter. Oh. Oh no, please tell me... Well, I'd like a few new friends to play with. I knew we'd be fighting Faceless here! I knew it would be Faceless!
Why, yes.
Except I was kind of expecting... Anyway. So, yeah, I was
That's
right
it.
about it being acid, but I didn't expect it to actually be stomach acid.
Sing.
Oh.
Listen.
If it's our only way out, I suggest we take
I
it.
won't allow it.
Trust me.
Yeah, Kamui, you do realize if she doesn't do that, you're gonna get digested. That's probably bad.
Listen.
Oh, route chapter, of course.
Understood.
Yeah, I thought so. I was having a feeling this would be an escape chapter, but nope, just another route one.
No need to worry.
No, she is gonna do permanent damage to
trust
herself,
you.
isn't she? I can see it now. So yeah, forget trying to escape, because we're not on the route with more variety of map objectives. So, let's see. This is an interesting map. So we have acid everywhere. And those things. Why is the boss... Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not quite the same map as before. Also, why are there chests in here? Then again, it's just like there being chests in Jubba Jubba's belly. The thing probably swallowed some treasure chests. Is it just me, or are these enemies pathetically weak? Like, look at them. They're just really, really, really... Yes, thank you. I get this feeling that by the time that I actually do get the ability to buy Master Seals, the game will have already given me more than enough to actually promote everyone I need to. I thought those would neutralize the acid. Yeah, I had a feeling. Wonder if these enemies are immune to the acid or not. Why do you have speed +2? Anyway, we'll probably be needing some ninjas of those locks too. Okay, the walls here are all impregnable. And so... You have a gauntlet, and you have every single breaker skill. So, is there anything we can... Wait a second. You don't have Shuriken Breaker, which means I think they're the only things that don't get him... Yeah, I could go with Shuriken Breaker. Also, your stats are terrible. Why is everyone here stats terrible? Although you have, magic counter and regular counter. So, overall, seems to be a fairly straightforward map. I guess I just promoted Orochi, so I probably should use her here. Izana is pretty decent from the looks of things, but he lacks support, so I might not really want to use him. For now, though... Okay, I actually definitely want Kagero and Saizo here. Scarlet being able to fly over the acid's probably a good thing. And I think I want royals for this, so let's bring some royals. Takumi, and I want to bring up Boro, but she can't really promote. Sakura, who else is a royal? Ryoma and Rinka, because you both are awesome. No, Shiro's a royal too. I guess we should bring Azura, in which case, Sophie's already getting kind of overleveled. Maybe we don't need Azura. Let's see. In fact, I just realized, like, I could use more lock touch users, then I just realized my only other lock touch user is gone. No! Okay, who is... Oh, you two are behind. Except, yeah, I want to use Carden here, because let's just say Carden needs to avenge something that may or may not have happened on the other routes. And Mozu, obviously, because she's awesome, and so she needs to be used. I mean, as much as I don't like him, Tsubaki could fly over the acid, so I guess him and Hana. Maybe. And then one more slot left. You know what? If we only have one more slot left, I may as well use it on a dancer. How many healers do we have, actually? We've got Kamui, we've got Sakura, and we've got, technically speaking, you can't use that, but do we have any other things we can use? We've got Bloom Festals. Why do you have a Bloom Festal? Yeah, of course Orochi takes that. So yeah, I'm pretty safe to say that we have enough healers. Well, I can pretty safely say that we have enough healers. Okay, I think we should probably hit the chest from the bottom up. Also, Sizor can use bows now. Do I have any bows I can give him? Nothing but the bamboo Yumi. And I guess if she's not using it at the moment, no reason for him not to take it. Okay, then. Oh, right, okay, Cardin and Mozu, you two need to actually do some stuff here. And then the blamed one shall stay behind for now. Okay, let's go! Oh, reinforcements! Wait! Oh, that's awesome! Everyone who got hurt was near Azura, so they got healed immediately. That's actually really cool. So, okay, like, I won't complain about Justice R.I.P. because it's a fantastic song, but, why are we getting Justice R.I.P. in Nor, of all places? I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not going to complain, because it's a fantastic song. You there. Cardin shall avenge himself! Yeah, that's a fairly disturbing looking map here. Getting flashbacks to the Water Dragon from Orkami.
Beautiful, just like me.
And he just lies down in the stomach acid. That's not a good idea. Now, one of you standing on the dragon's vein point. This I don't like. Because I wanted Takumi the Blamed One to go there. So somebody needs to get destroyed. Okay, at least we can test out the Noble Yator. And yeah, what did I tell you? Kamui will get a sparkly sword eventually. Scarlet was right. Sparkly weapons do strike fear into the hearts of our enemies.
Alright.
So, these enemies suck. Well, that's interesting. Okay, then. Dragon's Vein! I'm going to be saying that a lot this chapter. Actually, it's more like Dragon's Stomach, the kind of thing that you have when you're, when you know, have stomach problems, and yeah. Wait a minute, that's not enough, is it?
Here I am.
Kamui, you are a fail.
Let me try.
Yeah, try is the key word there. Scarlet didn't even get anything from that. Yeah, that's not so good. Kamui's a big fail, isn't he? As is, in some ways, Orochi, because she can't really double much. Well, I think Orochi and Kagerow are supposed to be friends, so first time we're seeing them fighting together.
Thank you.
Even her, just... You don't get any experience in this chapter at all. Okay, these two should probably pair up in that case. Oh, well, that's cool, yeah, and +1 movement, because, yeah. But Sizor can't really get much experience here. And yeah, he should probably equip a 1 to 2 range weapon.
Need backup?
Just so he can counter these guys. And Poison Strike, isn't that what Faceless are meant to be using against us? Oh yeah, there's a Faceless there. Can't forget about you. And let's just Wakizashi you.
Trust me.
For now.
You put up a good fight.
So I think the Faceless must keep spawning from the acid. That's not good damage at all. This, on the other hand, is brokenly overpowered damage. I guess I could try this. You only have magic counter, you don't have regular counter.
Nothing. I'll help you.
And he's not even equipping the broken Yumi. But he's still leveled up. Yes, he is! Okay, new skill, Certain Blow. Hit plus 40 when the unit initiates an attack. Okay then, so yeah, it is like that thing they always do with snipers. They give them a skill that gives them an insane hit rate, even though they don't really need it, because they have insane hit rates anyway. I mean, in this case, it's okay, but... I mean, hit rate plus 20 in Awakening could be useful sometimes, and why are your stats boosted? Oh yeah, meal. It could be useful sometimes, but... Okay, let's just hope that he doesn't just die horribly. But mostly in other classes than Sniper.
I knew you could do it.
And mostly with Tharia, because she has terrible skill. So that helps with her hit rate. Wait a minute, doubles weapon might during counterattacks. Does that count if you're dual striking when someone else is getting counterattacked? Probably not, but I'll try it anyway. And then Sakura can just be around. Guess we'll find out. That counterattack, well, I mean, that power doesn't look too bad. Also, these enemies really suck, just saying. Oh yeah, and she's dual wielding, even though that doesn't really mean anything.
Let's see what they've got.
Like I said, these enemies really suck. I love the dodge animation that Mechanus have, which is like, yoink! The puppet just slinks backwards.
Good luck.
See, seriously, like, this, it almost feels like this chapter should have been, like, one or two chapters, like, 2 or 3 chapters earlier, because the enemies here just
That's it.
don't feel like promoted enemies. Like, if there was a promoted Faceless equivalent, that would make sense maybe, but that's actually pretty good. Yeah, well, more enemies seem to be appearing every turn, so there's that. But overall, it doesn't really feel like it's that hard of a chapter. Okay, I see the potential to kill both of these this turn.
I'm here.
You're done.
And actually, that's going to get you a new skill. Let's see what it is.
This is important.
So everyone's pretty much getting new skills at this point. Oh, okay. No, it's not Savage Blow, it's Salvage Blow. Receive a basic weapon when attacking and defeating a foe. Trigger % luck stat. Well, her luck is not bad, and I used the goddess icon on her earlier, so that's actually decent, maybe, but I guess it only gives you bronze weapons or things like that. Had a feeling Blacksmith got some kind of skill like that. Why are you just... yeah. Okay, so Kagero's defense is quite a bit lower. But I think I'll trust her here.
I'm here.
All right.
I mean, at least I'm glad that we're not getting the, what is it, No Justice anymore? I mean, it's just like, for some reason, No Justice is, I mean, it's No Justice RIP. It's actually probably one of my least favorite map themes in the game. I said good things about it at first, but now that I think about it, that is like, essentially, it's like the Nor map theme 3, basically. Nor map theme 2, or Dark Waste, I think it is really good. I really like that song, but this one, yeah, not so much. No, I mean, not this one, but I mean, the one I was referring to earlier. No Justice.
Yes. Perfect.
I've heard the map themes get even better as you get towards the end of the game. Somebody who's a royal want to go here? I don't think they can. Actually, Mozu technically needs to take the lead here. And Azura needs to go here so that we don't get acided. I guess this is not really that bad. Which direction should the blamed one go? I probably could have neutralized that if I'd... Anyway. Okay, we already have 4 people going down there. There are quite a lot of faceless. Well, actually, no. Only 20? That's actually not that much. Guess the other healer will go there. Probably should have rallied. And I probably should have sent more people down the lower area. I think I'll remedy that. And of course you hit! I was counting on Kagero to dodge.
Success!
And yeah, the little bits of wall here are bobbing up and down. That's kind of disturbing.
Watch me do it. I got this.
This won't miss.
Okay, well I knew you'd get a crit some point.
Rest well.
Bring it on.
Okay, good. 1 dodge.
Are you alright?
You're already dead.
Okay, 2 crits. Let's keep the streak up.
Mission complete.
Actually, I think she's only 1 level off lethality now I think about it. And there's another Master Seal. Let's send that back to the convoy for... Actually, wait a minute. Sakura could use that now. That's not a bad idea, actually. Though, you know, promoting inside of a dragon's stomach's probably not exactly the best memory, but still. Okay, going for a dual strike, I see. And Tsubaki going for a not 1 rounding because you suck, I see.
Payback time!
See?
No, I don't see. What are you talking about there? Okay, yeah, she needs to get heals. She is much better on the offense than defense. And crit streak is gone, sadly.
Simple enough.
Yeah, this chapter is simple enough. And, really? And now we have the Azura heal. And Tsubaki has his, his, camaraderie heal already. I still find it interesting how camaraderie is essentially the exact reverse of you failing because you sucked. The exact reverse of the Pegasus Knight skill from Awakening. Yeah, you crit, didn't you? She says as she attacks with a tree branch.
What do you know?
And another staff that we don't really need. So somebody needs to deal with this. Dragon's Vein! This dragon probably doesn't like the fact that we are Dragon's Veining inside of him. Okay, you can't quite get to that one and Dragon's Vein it, but... with the aid of Azura, you might be a... No, you can't, actually! That is really, really annoying. So you just use the... I want to see what the lantern looks like. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. It's a big stick with a lantern on it. And it gives barely any experience. So, whoever goes there is kind of going to get attacked by a lot of Faceless at once. This is almost like the Zerg Rush chapter. There aren't many enemies... Well, no, it's the reverse. I don't know why I said that. The enemies aren't tough, but they are numerous. So yes, it's basically the Zerg Rush chapter. So they're trying to wear you down by weight of numbers, but I'm not going to let that stop us. Dragon's Vein! There's a lot of Dragon's Veining in this chapter. So let's see, yeah, all the purple spaces on the map are the stomach acid squares, and we're back to 17, so the enemy's numbers do fluctuate quite a lot in this one. Oh, you need to get to Kamui and promote yourself. Meanwhile, down here, you still don't have enough strength to one-round them.
Don't be afraid.
Kind of interesting that daggers have more power than shurikens. Shurikens seem to inflict better debuffs, though. And where is the Dragon's Vein that stops this one? Oh, it's there. Okay, then. Yes, in this case...
Come on. Let me help.
Very kind of you.
Oh, dang it. Okay, then. Dragon's Vein! This will probably be a new record for the number of times I say that in one turn. And both of you are pretty much kind of weak, so I'll just go here so that less of you can... Fuka's Club does a lot of damage, except that, yeah... It is going to debuff your stats. Let's just go for the Great Club. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see that Rinka's power is a little bad at this point, but she does have an insane crit rate with the Great Club, which kind of makes up for it. Like that, and she's also a really good tank.
More fuel for the fire.
Okay, let's see what... What?! What?! Okay, I should have paid more attention. I didn't know. I had no idea that Faceless could get lock touch. That's really, really weird. Must be another weird Iago thing. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm really suspicious now. Maybe these are actually innocent people being illusioned into Faceless.
Perfect.
Now that that one just had lock touch, because that's not a very Faceless-y skill to have.
Let's see what they've got.
There's another.
Is just me, or does Saizo have a better evade rate than Kagerol? Maybe he has more luck.
I'm with you.
Okay, well, you're actually one-rounding things, which is at least a slight positive.
Maybe next time.
Interested to see what the first Falcon Knight skill is.
Watch and learn.
And then crit.
Flawless.
The exact opposite of you. Okay, at least you're suiciding yourself.
Friend is yours.
How impressive.
And finally, you get your level up. I already know what the Onmyoji level 5 skill is, thanks to Izana, though. It's Rally Magic, and it's still okay, though. And, ironically, yeah, you're the one who needs the most healing here, and you are the healer. Yeah, you do have... You what? You have movement +1 and lock touch. You literally are a thief. That's bizarre. And then you also have Spy Shuriken. Cannot perform follow-up attacks. It's got 3 range, though. And it's A-ranked, but 1 might, and can't double, and -20 avoid. But it does give an enormous debuff, though. That's really interesting. But yeah, it's quite a strange A-ranked weapon. Okay, yeah, Kagero's luck is pretty tiny. That's why she's not really dodging much. And still, you fail to 1 round, which means I'm going to have to go to her. Because I am not letting you get away with that Spy Shuriken. That's actually a pretty cool weapon. I don't think anyone I have can use it at this point, though. No, she's at a B rank. Unless she has more chance of using that in the future than Rabbit Spirit. I mean, technically, I think she does have Diviner as a reclass option, but... Okay, I can get you from over the wall. Well, not quite get you, but weaken you.
Stay alert. Let me help.
At least none of these faceless have, okay, he's got an A rank. Except I think, yeah, you can go higher. There is an S rank in that. I thought so. I think Swordmasters are one of the only classes in the game that can actually S rank swords from what I hear. So that's interesting. And Mozu needs to get some more experience.
I'm always ready.
Should probably just stick her on the front lines with a guard Maginata and be done with it, because like I much prefer her to get experience than Sparky.
That went well.
Okay, somebody needs to Dragon's Vein that. Dragon's Vein! And that's not good because I don't trust Kamui at all to not die to anything, so I'm going to actually have to have Scarlet go there. Because like I said, I don't trust Kamui to not die to anything. I in fact trust him to die to everything. And yeah, I need to get that Master Seal to Sakura. Probably a good idea to promote her. Plus, she gets that nice buff aura that I haven't really been using for a while. Tsukumi would really appreciate a longbow right about now. And I... Any other ones have Lock Touch? Okay, one of them has, like, Pavese. And it apparently counts Fist and Sword damage. And that's Rock and Shuriken and Breath. Interesting. Wait, Breath? Breath? Yeah, okay, I will admit. I was under absolutely no illusion there would not be Breath weapons in this game. I mean, when aren't there in a Fire Emblem? And I'm pretty sure I know who's going to use them. Though I'm also pretty sure we won't be fighting him until Revelation. What I am actually also not sure of, though, is, yeah, so...
I win this one.
Guess now would be a good time to mention, I have pretty much all but guessed who the villain of Revelation is. But I know nothing about them besides, like, their name and the fact they're a dragon. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Please, nobody in the comments mention anything about them, or I will get very angry. The only thing I've heard is people like them a lot better than Grima. Then again, it's hard not to be more like Grima because everyone thought that he was just generic and had no backstory at all. Unless he was Medius or Lobtier, or a fusion of them. Because both of them did claim they'd keep reviving themselves as long as evil existed. If anything, Lobtier had even less of a backstory than Grima did, but thing is, Lobtier just had the fact that, I mean, just...
You're in trouble now.
The entire Lobtier cult did some pretty horrifying things, but also had some implications of having sympathetic members as well. It was kind of interesting. Though a lot of that you can only find out by looking at Japan, well, the whole game was Japan only, by looking at these obscure backstory designers notes that the creator of the game did. like the whole Myrist sect and stuff like that, which was interesting.
Sorry.
Finally find out what that Tower of Edda is in Chapter 4. That thing made no sense, like, it was just kind of there, and you didn't really know why. And then, yeah, the developers revealed backstory saying, oh yeah, it's actually a tower set up by...
See?
Oh yeah, like that one bishop who sympathized with members of the evil dragon cult and housed their more sympathetic members, but then they all got slaughtered anyway. None of this is going to make any sense to people who haven't played Fire Emblem before, by the way, but you should play that. It's a very good Fire Emblem game. And it is where the marriage and children system originated, so good to play that for the series' history. Especially now. Yeah, Garden Nugget another time. Yeah, at this point in the game, though, the Garden Nugget's might is looking fairly low. And now, I need to get rid of something. Let's just store that Wayne Festal. This is going to seem weird, but do you ever have that thing in Fire Emblem games where at the end of the game your inventory just fills up with these really low-use left weapons that you just can't bear to break, but you just put in the convoy because you don't want to waste space for newer things? It happens to me a few times. Anyway, she can go to Onmyoji or Priestess, and the thing is, I actually hear that her strength growth is very, very high for a magic user. At least it's apparently better than Rinka's, at least the base growth. And plus, Priestess is the same class as her mother, so I'm actually going to go with this one. So, let's go. I think she wears the same outfit as her mother. Also, she's got a thing on that I gave her as an accessory. Yep, exact same outfit as her mother. That's actually kind of a lot like Lissa in some ways.
I'll try my best.
A lot of speed, though. And I still love this song. Plus 6 strength is a pretty huge promotion bonus. To, again, add Fire Emblem 4 into this, it's not quite as ridiculous as the promotion bonuses of the Master Knight class in that game, which were just insane. It was like, what, like plus 8 everything or something like that, but that you had to go through a very pathetic unpromoted class to even get there. Anyway, I'm going very off topic, and there's a reason for that. This map is very, very, very simple and easy. Orochi, I could really use Live to Serve right about now.
I'm in your debt.
And I suppose they should just get moving to the other chests. Oh wait, we can't. Yeah, Sizor, I'd appreciate a little bit more strength maybe. And I'm just gonna use this just because I might get a crit, and crits are good.
I will take care of you.
If you're gonna one round anyway, I often like to use the weapon with the high crit rate, just to see more awesome dialogue. I still think characters having lines for critical hits was a great addition to the series. And okay then. Well, I can actually sing for you and get you to heal. Or I can get you to Dragon's Vein. That's probably better at this point. Dragon's Vein! Another acid pool neutralized. And you can attack Sakura, which is not good. So, let's just block you off. And again, Dragon's Vein! Systematically eliminating the acid pools one at a time, though I doubt this will be good for the dragon itself. Then again, it's already dead, so it's not like it cares.
I can do this.
Though it might not be dead if we take too long.
Next time.
I do appreciate just how different this is from the Conquest route Fort Dragonfall map. I like that a lot. But as for a chapter itself, this is quite easy.
All right.
I'd appreciate better, stronger enemies. Like maybe promoted Faceless, if that was even a thing. I know the boss Faceless is over level 20, so I'm guessing that Faceless do have a higher level cap, but really, this is a point where everyone is promoted, so these Faceless should be like
I win
levels...
this one.
23 to 26, maybe. You know, I was about to say, there is no way in hell you were attacking her, because that would be dumb, but for some reason you did. And that's frustrating, because I wanted Mozu to get the kill.
You owe me.
All the people who attack the one who one-rounds you with a killer axe and has ridiculous defense. I don't see why you did that. Okay, we need to get rid of that acid pool quickly. But in order to do that, we need to get rid of you quickly. It seems like Orochi's been getting a lot of help from Yorma lately.
Stand strong.
Thank you.
And speaking of help from Yorma, Dragon's Vein! Another one gone. How many left? Only one? Oh, only a few more, and they're near the boss. Okay, actually, you're the only enemy left. And here it becomes a question of getting all the chests before... I'm really glad that Azura can reach there. Getting all the chests before we kill the boss. And yeah, Azura doing stuff in this chapter. Horrible flashbacks of the other Fort Dragonfall chapter, and me not realizing the map's gimmick until the very last minute, and realizing, oh wait, Voice of Peace, that's new. So it seems like Songstress actually gets more than 2 skills. Okay, so it's like the good half of Izana's personal skill, except it's only physical attacks. Does that mean all physical, or does that mean close range, or does that mean just like, yeah, like not magic? It's kind of confusing. Okay, at this point, what I'm actually going to do is... yeah, let's put Kagero on him, so that I can not quite get there, but... and Kamui can just get some more staff experience.
Thanks.
And there's going to be trouble down there, I think. And speaking of more side experience, I'd like to see what Moonfesta looks like, but I'm not wasting it here.
Save me.
Mozu's HP is still not great. Anyway. And nothing spawned. Okay then, let's check out what these chests give. Seraph Robe, getting quite a few stat boosters, and let's see. Boots! Speaking of stat boosters, yeah, that's a really good one. Permanently increases move by 1. Very nice. Yeah, they have been nerfed since earlier games. They used to increase move by 2, but they're still very decent. Anyway, now that I got all the chests, it is time for Mr. Bossman. I just realized, yeah. So, shurikens. Shurikens are what I need to use against you. Or beast stones, actually. Or just have such a high support that doesn't even matter that you have breaker skills. Now let's just go for this. Oh, okay. I thought you were not even gonna have a quote at all, but me generic faceless, me only say truth. That is one thing that I liked about Risen Chiefs, is that as you progress through the story, they started getting a little bit more intelligent and actually having dialogue.
Yep.
That is bad by aptitude standards. You get a seal from that, don't you? Yeah, yes, it is illogical. You learn that skill, and yeah, I have horrible flashbacks to that now. So yeah, I actually already know about this skill. Restore up to 40% of 40% HP at the start of even number turns. That's actually pretty nice, actually. Though, I mean, you know, it's on a fragile defensive class, so it's not like... I mean, that on a general would be ridiculous, but... And can I still kill you? Not really. At least not this turn.
I'll pay you back. Promise.
I've actually heard that Sakura and Carden is not a bad support. I was originally planning on doing that as a pairing, And then I realized, oh wait, Mozu will make someone amazing. Yeah, Mozu was actually originally my plan for, like I've said before,
That was
Kazan.
impressive.
But then I realized, you know, that stuff would happen to Kazan Chapter 15, and I was like, oh right, scratch that plan. Because as much as I could save him, because I'd technically been spoiled on how, it defeats the integrity of the blind run to act on that advice. So I decided not to, and as a result, Sakura ended up forever alone. Which is a shame, because she's actually quite good, but oh well.
You look tough. Let's play. I can help.
Okay, not quite. And we've still got some... You know what? Let's just see how many of these we can remove this turn, which is... all of them. Dragon's Vein! And Dragon's Vein! That is the most I've said this in any one chapter, I can guarantee you. And it's kind of funny, because we are inside a dragon, so technically we actually are, you know, seeing dragons' actual veins. But anyway, let's just finish this boss. We generic faceless with no personality. Oh, another Master Seal. It's funny, I'm actually disappointed to see them now. Anyway, yeah. So, chapter over. Now, I guess it's time for, well, yeah, maybe another concert session. Just thought of something. Azura and the Herons from Tellius crossover. Make it happen.
It's my turn.
You are the ocean's gray waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore, just out of reach.
And there's an earthquake.
Years ever change, flowing like time. The path is yours to climb.
And we got the full first verse there.
Let's go.
Yes, great work, Azura. You re-deaded the dragon. Well, that's freaky. It's actually moving. That is really freaky. So, well, I didn't actually expect the fort to do that. Yeah, it actually came to life. And now it's time for the inevitable Azura suffers massive pain
No.
part. You know, Kamua, you have a point there. That chapter was pathetically easy. Yeah.
No need to worry.
Oh, yeah, no, you're not. Trust me, you're definitely not. Yeah, do we still have a traitor amongst us? Yeah, that's probably going to take a while.
Right.
Actually, wait a minute. Garen said he wouldn't tolerate any more failures, and that can't be good.
Azura?
That's less of a whimper and more of a dying pant.
Right.
Oh no. It's happening again, isn't it? Yep, and again! For a second I thought Azura was going to turn into a dragon.
No.
Well, I mean, in some way that was worth it for, you know, for saving our lives. And why do I get the feeling this is actually going to be literal eventually?
Azura! Azura?
Didn't she already say it before? It can exorcise demons, blah blah. It also kind of kills her when she sings it. Slowly and painfully.
Azura.
Yeah, that's interesting. Wait a minute, I think I might know what's happening. Though it requires knowledge that we only find out on the other route, so I won't say it for now. Kamui, I think that's pretty obvious by now. Okay. Oh! Okay then. And that means, if we're gonna have to sing to neutralize Garen, that means that... Oh, I just realized something! So yeah! I'll just say that when Azura sings for Garen at the Opera House, which she does on both routes, she sings much more strongly on the Conquest route. So let me just think of a few things. She fades into non-existence, her entire body explodes, she melts into water, or worst case scenario, she turns into a dragon, goes insane, and we have to mercy kill her. Not kidding, that was actually one idea that I had for what the final chapter of this game could be, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Well,
Yeah, that's one of the lower on my list of worst things that could happen, but still pretty bad.
What?
Because she was lying.
my apologies.
Well, technically speaking, it doesn't kill her, it just, well, disintegrates her. She could potentially still be conscious and alive, just in tiny particles of non-existence, floating endlessly for all eternity. So yeah, you'll be surprised what you can live through, is the word here. In this case, this line makes even more sense if they're married. Because I'm almost certain she's gonna have to do this in order to defeat Garen. Oh yeah, finding out a way to get by things without using the plot-relevant power totally works, unless you're in Valkyria Chronicles, when it actually does work.
Listen.
So yeah, there's a reason we can't defeat King Garen without it. I hope people have figured out by now.
Yeah.
No need to worry.
Isn't that the same thing as being destined to die?
Trust me.
Okay.
Azura.
Very well.
Okay. Well, I get the feeling Kamui's going to regret those words eventually. Anyway, so with that, that was not what I expected at all from Fort Dragonfall. In fact, I'll tell you now, when I was saying before, when I was saying, like, I think I have an idea of who we might be fighting, I expected we'd be fighting Nyx here, either as a regular enemy or as the boss, because Nyx's death quote would be totally appropriate for this chapter, and it almost feels like I've read Nyx's English death quote, and apparently it's a translation oversight. She always mentions dying in the clutches of a fallen dragon. It makes sense as the quote for her dying at Fort Dragonfall, but only there and nowhere else. I wonder, and that got me wondering if she was actually an enemy there on Birthright and they just mixed up the Birthright death quote with the Conquest one. Turns out, no, we didn't actually fight Nyx here. Interesting. So, yeah, with that out of the way, I'll see you next time.